Paul, obviously not the start we wanted. How did you assess that?
No, stating the obvious. Scoreline doesn't look very good at all. First goal's disappointing. Thought we could have dealt with it better, but I thought the way that we reacted after that first goal was very good. I thought we dominated the first half. We had caused them problems, and we maybe should have got ourselves an equaliser. The second goal's absolutely killed us. It's one of them things. I mean, I think Terrell's been outstanding today, but I just don't know what he's thinking. I have this thing about thinking and playing forward, and I don't know what. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what he's trying to do. But I thought he reacted well afterwards. He showed what he's about. He's a quality footballer, and that's the disappointing thing that with that mistake. We then got ourselves back in it with a goal, good finish from Mellish, and you've then got to make it count. You've got to be ruthless, and you've got to make things happen. And the third goal is disappointing because we've allowed Nolan, who's got such a strong left foot, we've allowed him to smash it in the near post. And the fourth goal is a great finish from Williams from outside the box. There's a lot of periods of the game that I'm happy with the way we've played, but the result is what's important. We just needed to try and find a way, and we did it.
I was looking a bit messy when you conceded a goal like the first one. Could we have done better?
Well, I think if anything, maybe Harry should have come and punched it. There was a lot of bodies. It's maybe a foul. The lads jumped into him. I don't really know. And maybe catching at straws a little bit. We get a good first block, but then it comes through legs, and I couldn't see who it was on the line, but we weren't quite able to just stretch and get it out. So we had a couple of opportunities to get rid of the ball, and we didn't. So it looks a messy goal, but they'll be delighted with it.
The way that we came back after that, and I don't know what you thought about the Josh Vela penalty shout, and obviously Charlie hit the bar. We were the better team for a long period in the first half.
I think with the way we reacted was excellent in the first half. I thought we played really well, played some good football. We were calm in possession. We hit diagonals onto Charlie White and got the second goals. We created chances. It looks like a penalty on the video, if I'm honest, but listen, it's again, I'm not gonna clutch at straws about that. It's a big decision, but there's this thing that the referees keep talking about now, and its impact and what impact it's had on the game. Well, the goalkeeper doesn't actually get a touch on the ball. The player doesn't get a touch on the ball, so it's. I don't know how that's not impacting, but anyway, listen, when it's 4-1, it sounds like I'm making an excuse if I say that, and I'm not, because you can't go giving the goals away like we did if we want to get anything out of the game. So, massively disappointed with the result, but up until that second goal and then the reaction, their second goal, and then our reaction when we got to 2-1, I was pleased with a lot of things today. It's the scoreline that matters.
Conceded early in the second half as well, which must have been frustrating if we just spoke to them.
Well, we talked about the next goal. We talked about continuing to do what we did in the first half. We talked about still playing forward and looking forward, and we do the total opposite to it with just a silly individual mistake. I don't know what he was thinking, but as I say, I thought he reacted well after it, and beforehand I thought he was excellent as well. So, it's not just about that one mistake. There was other things that went on in the game that we need to do better with.
Frustrating to concede the third so soon after we'd scored as well. We didn't really give ourselves a chance to get properly back into it.
No, that's something we have to learn as a team, that when you've got yourself back into that position, you have to stay with the game. And as I say, I mean, Ben Williams was absolutely breathing out his backside. I mean, he's done absolutely fantastic over the game. I'm really pleased with him. He's come in, he's had a couple of days training with us after being with other clubs, so it was a big ask to put him in there, but it was a needs must, because Cameron Harper's groin strain has not really recovered fully, and he pulled out of training on Tuesday. Taylor Charters dropped out of training on Tuesday with another hamstring strain. It's now his 8th in 2.5 years, so we've got to get something sorted with that, because that's really disappointing. So Taylor's out for probably a couple of months. Cameron maybe 3-4 weeks, similar to Dylan McGeoch. So we needed another left back. We haven't got another left-footed player in the club who could go and do that role. So Ben was a player that we've talked about before. We brought Cameron in, so we found he was still available. He's been in a couple of clubs training and playing games. So it was a big ask, but I thought he did really well. He's lunged in just in desperation, and then nobody's backed him up after that, and we've allowed Nolan to get in the box, and it's just sheer power that he's done our keeper at the near post.
into Stoke on Tuesday, a really good game to look forward to.
Yeah, brilliant games to look forward to. I want to digest this one first and look at it, and I'll probably do that on the coach on the way back. But we've got to learn from these things today. We've had opportunities in the first half to get ourselves level at 1-1. We then give a sloppy goal away start of the second half to make it a bit of a mountain to climb. Then we get ourselves back in it and we don't really turn the screw and make it count. And we give again. I'm not trying to take anything away from Gillingham because this is a tough place to come, and they were front foot today, but we've gifted them some goals today, and that's something that we've got to try and eradicate as quickly as we can.
Important to respond in that way, like you said, the 2-1 goes to.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is important. We've got the journey home, and we'll be back in ready to prepare for Tuesday night, and that's all we can do. We can't change what's happened today. We've just got to learn from it, and hope that Tuesday night we have a similar level of performance to we had for long periods of today. But we make sure we're a bit more ruthless in not giving goals away, and also we're a bit more clinical at the other end.